Hi everyone, this is Kevin here, and in this video we're going to take a look at my favorite tips and tricks for the LG K40. Many of these tips and tricks are things that you'll want to implement on your LG K40 as soon as you get the phone. So let's dive on in. Follow me on Instagram at KevinBreezeTV. Please join the Kevin Breeze Tech community on Facebook to chat about budget smartphones, ask questions, and help others. So by default, the screen automatically turns off on the LG K40 after a very short period of time of you not using the phone. I know for me personally, I definitely like my screen to stay on a bit longer, and I don't mind the fact that that uses a little bit of extra battery, but what's nice is that you can actually customize the screen on time to your personal preference. To do this, pull down the shade, go to the settings, go to display, go down, and then you'll see screen timeout. So there's 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and 15. Or you could just have the screen stay on until you turn it off. So since I've been doing review videos on the phone, I've been keeping it on 15, but I feel like the sweet spot is probably more around 1 minute or 2 minutes. So if you want to change that, just pick the amount of time that you want it to be set at, and then that's it. Then from there, just continue using the phone as normal. Now, one of my favorite things about the LG K40 is its very large 5.7-inch display. But for some people who have smaller hands, it might be tough reaching around all parts of the phone. Well, if that's the case for you, then LG actually has a fix for that. Go to your settings, make sure you're on display, go down to mini view, and turn that on. Then from there, all you have to do is swipe from the left side, and the entire user interface has been shrunken down, so you get like a mini phone. So that's pretty awesome. And you can actually adjust the size of this, so that's pretty cool too. Now if you want to go back to normal, just tap on the X, and then you're good to go. And you can also access this feature by swiping from the right side as well. Now I already mentioned this in my hidden features video, but this is a very important thing that I wanted to make sure that you know about because I know that many people are going to want to do this. And what that is adding an app drawer button onto the device. So by default, you don't get this button, and actually you don't get an app drawer at all, which you can also access by swiping up, but you don't get that app drawer. So to get that, you go to your settings, make sure you're on display, go to home screen, and then tap on select home. And by default, the first option will be set. So just change it over to home and app drawer and then tap on OK. And then you'll have that app drawer. So always great to have that. And that's one of my favorite features about Android. Now I'm sure after you use this phone for a while, things are going to slow down a little bit and the device might get bogged down. And LG actually has a solution for that. So go to the settings, go to general, and you'll see smart cleaning under extensions. Tap on that. So you'll see what percentage of your internal storage is in use. So for me, 10.90 gigabytes is in use with 5.10 gigabytes free. And then for memory, of the total of 2 gigabytes, I'm using 1.38. So if you haven't done this in a while, then you should definitely do this, but tap on the optimize phone button and it'll optimize it by cleaning out some junk such as unnecessary files and unused apps. And it will optimize the device as much as possible to make improvements to the performance. So you can see that after doing that, it's been able to free up 139 megabytes. So that's really cool. So I would probably do this about once every 2 weeks just to keep things as tidy as possible so that the device can run as efficiently and fast as it possibly can. And also, if it seems like your battery is depleting very rapidly, then you can tap on the battery usage button and it'll show you here what's using up most of your battery life. You can also go to battery saver, and at battery saver, it gives you several options beyond the regular default to extend your battery life. So you can go to maximum, for example, and what this will do is it will disable vibration, it will restrict the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and location, it will change the theme to black, it will restrict background activity and data. It will change the max brightness to 80% and it will reduce your frame rate. So you can turn that on to maximize your battery life. So maybe you're hiking or maybe you're at a concert or somewhere where you're not going to be able to have easy access to an outlet and you'll at least need your phone to work at a bare minimum. then you can definitely turn on extended or maximum to maximize your battery life as much as possible. And if your phone really is acting up and you don't know why it is, then you can always go to test hardware and it'll test your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, proximity sensor, light sensor, fingerprint sensor, accelerometer, gyroscope, and magnetometer. And you'll be able to know what's not working if any of those are failing for whatever reason. So you can go to test all of those. Now, another thing I mentioned in my hidden features, just because it's very important, is how to take a screenshot. So I'll quickly show you how to do that here. So just hold down the volume down and power button, and it'll take a screenshot, and it's that simple. The LG K40 has some really cool shortcut key options, so you can access these by going to the settings, then go to general, and then go down to shortcut keys, and you'll see that some of them are already enabled, so you can toggle these however you want. But another cool one here is to open the camera by pressing the power key twice. So once I press this button twice, it will open up the camera. And there we go, it just did it. And you can do the same thing by having the phone off. So tap on that button twice and it turns the camera on right away. And then if you double tap on the volume up button, it'll open up the Notes app. If you double tap on the volume down button, that will also turn on your camera. And of course, we have the Google Assistant button here if you ever need to use Google Assistant. You can also turn on View Notification Panel. So if you turn that on and you are in the phone, all you have to do is swipe your finger down on the fingerprint sensor and it'll pull down the notification shade. So if you don't feel like reaching all the way up there, which can be annoying sometimes, then all you have to do is just run your finger over that sensor and it pulls down the shade. And if you want to pull it down even more, you swipe down again. And finally, I want to show you how you can make your LG K40 faster. So pull down the shade, go to the settings, go down to About Phone, go to Software Info, and then you'll see the build number. Tap on the build number a bunch of times, and then you have to put in your PIN code, and then you'll activate developer mode. So go back again, and you'll see a new thing here that says Developer Options. Tap on Developer Options, tap on OK, and then go down until you see the animation settings. So we get 3 of these. So we have Window Animation Scale, Transition Animation Scale, and Animator Duration Scale. So by default, they're all set at 1x, but you can turn them off if you want, or you can turn them to 0.5x if you still want a little bit of animation, but less animation. So that's pretty much my preference usually, just to have a little bit of animations, but still speed things up quite a bit. So now you can see that there are a lot less animations here, so you don't have to sit around and wait for that. So that's really awesome overall. But I hope you enjoyed these tips and tricks about the LG K40. It's a really nice device that does have some shortcomings, but I mentioned all of that in my full review video. So this concludes my video about the tips and tricks for the LG K40. Definitely make sure to watch my full review video about the phone and the other videos that I've created about it as well on my channel. But I hope you enjoyed this one. Definitely give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.